Young people, we were never taught how to take care of our suffering. That's the basic. In school you don't learn how to do that. And if you're lucky, you learn it from your parents, but actually they were the model of how not to take care of your suffering. More looking at my own growing up. So that is the root of it, that people don't know how to take care of their suffering and to look at it and find its cause. So it's very basic. So there's a source of where all these emotions are coming from. Your emptiness, your loneliness, your judgment, your trauma. So these things, through mindfulness and through stopping and embracing and understanding it, is the way out. So the way out is the way in. The way out of suffering is to touch suffering. Don't be afraid of it. And suffering can be a very good element for our transformation and healing. So it's not like suffering has nothing to do with our healing. We need the suffering and to hold it and to understand it. And through that, our humanity, our wholeness comes. Because there's a part of us we want, and that is very discriminative. And so learning how to suffer, we suffer less. That is the magic. You don't need to get rid of all suffering. You don't need to get rid of all wounds. You can be healthy with a wound. You can be happy with a suffering. That is what people cannot believe because they don't know how to do it. There is the way to do it. I'm suffering, but I am not reacting. I am not judging. So at that moment, I'm also at peace and happy with my suffering. Same time. You don't need to go, okay, now the suffering is done, I can be happy. In fact, the suffering can be the greatest teacher. So learning how to suffer, learning how to be with your anger, with your strong emotion is the first step. Stopping and recognizing, embracing like a mother with a child. Very important step. And from that, healing is possible. The restlessness, the discrimination, the pushing, the denying is a way of picking at the wound, at the suffering, or suppressing it and boxing it and tying it into a knot. And what does that produce? More suffering. You see it in the way you behave, the way you carry yourself, the way you react, the way you speak. And so only when you can stop, recognize, embrace, calm, be gentle, that the possibility of understanding, of loosening of the knot, of healing, of stop bleeding is possible. So not picking, not making more knots. Yeah? Stop. And slowly you know how to untie the knot. You know why the baby is crying. You know what to do not to pick at your wounds and keep making it bleed. Being calm is like providing a healthy environment so that the healing will happen. So suffering is a very important element to play, and we don't accept that. We want to get rid of it. I don't want the mud, I just want the lotus. You look at nature, you look at the world, you look at anything you find pure by itself? No, actually, they're all very related, interconnected. The idea of like something pure and happy and absolutely like without suffering is just your mind. And so you have to really have time to see that, because we are fueled by the media, the movies and so on, our Facebook and so on. We think that there's something kind of like a world or a place or state of being where it's like happy, joyful, or peaceful without suffering. That is an illusion. And so we are no longer afraid of suffering when it comes. No longer afraid when our emotion comes. And slowly you'll find that the pattern, because you slowly it happens less. It doesn't rise up, and some suffering don't rise up anymore because it's healed and the knot is untied. And you're mindful not to tie it anymore. You know, your anger towards someone, once you understand the person, you understand why this has happened, you don't blame them. You don't even have to forgive them. It's just because you're understanding the common suffering that we're in, that compassion is born. So compassion, there's no forgiveness. You don't need it. Just pure, true understanding and connecting to that, there's peace. No more knots. So the suffering is very needed for compassion. In fact, compassion is built on suffering. Happiness, peace, they can, but compassion is the stuff that makes it juicy and rich. It is suffering. I love you. Yeah, it's joyful, peaceful, I accept you, you're a wonderful person, but like, I feel for you. I'm one with you. I am compassioning with you. That requires pain. If you have time to look into compassion, the source of it, it is pain and suffering. And that feeling is a very wonderful feeling, to feel very connected and whole, and is really healing for us too. So Mother Earth, to have time to sit and feel her pain, then we can cultivate that kind of way of being in our own lives, and how we look at human beings, how we look at the plant, the rocks. It's hard for us to throw a rock violently after that. So young people, they need to know how to take care of the suffering. One aspect. And the other is to generate joy and happiness.